Alright, hey guys, remember CCG back in the video. So I promised I'd bring you guys some duels for my BYSTIAL Thunder Dragon deck, and I'm also going to give the deck profile at the end of the deck. It's just a deck profile video from earlier, but I'm just going to repost it here at the end for the people who haven't watched that and want a breakdown of the deck profile. But the first duel I have here is against Blue Eyes. So with this duel, it was a little crazy. I did a lot of misplays, but I just want to show you how I was kind of able to play through those misplays. And a lot of it just came down to kind of forgetting how Blue Eyes plays, because there's a lot of decks to learn, and I kind of have to forget some in order to learn some. But here we're going to get started, and yeah, he's going to normal summon his Sage with the Eyes of Blue, and here I hit him with the Ash Blossom. I'm still climbing up the rank, so I thought that this would be an easy like negate and then potentially just get a surrender here. Wasn't really expecting him to be too competent of a Blue Eyes player, which that was on me, because obviously he was able to go into his Spirit with Eyes of Blue, activate the effect of Spirit with Eyes of Blue in order to get the Mausoleum of White, activate the Mausoleum of White here in order to pitch his Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then pitch his Deep Eyes White Dragon, and get himself a Maiden of White. So then he's going to activate that effect there in order to get himself his True Light. And then from there he can tribute summon and special summon out one of his Blue Eyes monsters from his hand or grave. So here I was in a weird position because he can target anything that's a Blue Eyes monster that's hand or grave. And also the way this card is phrased here is that he doesn't have to target anything until after the cost. So from there, well, actually there's no target at all. So he's just able to special summon it. So it's not kind of useless using the BYSTIALs here if I'm not entirely sure on what he's trying to accomplish out of it. And so here I'm just kind of letting him do it as he wishes, and then from there just kind of be a little bit more reactive when I get the chance. Okay, so here he's gonna special summon his Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, activate the effect of Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon in order to tribute it and get himself his Crimson Dragon. So the win rate of this card appearing is 78%. That's kind of crazy. Anyway, so we're going to activate the effect of BYSTIAL Druid's Worm. Here, just to remove the target. He was trying to target using the effect of the spell card here, Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragon. So now he's going to discard him, the Sage with the Eyes of Blue, in order to get himself his Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. And then from here, he's going to use Synchro Rumble. So this is a good chance here, activate the effect. He's going to try to special summon out his Blue Eyes, one of his Blue Eyes monsters, so I'm just going to be able to get rid of that. And just make sure that card fizzles out. Then he's going to use the effect here of Triple Tactic Talents in order to take my Druid's Worm. I don't think he knew exactly what he wanted to do with this, because he doesn't really do anything with this after, and I just get it back. So he should have linked it away or something if he was able to, but regardless, we're going to take advantage of that, activate our Libellion's effect. So here we're going to see that he activates True Light in order to special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon. And he's also trying to fusion summon using Ultimate Fusion. So that's exactly what he's going to do in order to get Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. We're going to get ourselves our BYSTIAL Magnum Hut. Activate the effect of Sarony here in order to pitch a Libellion. This is just in case I need to have another Libellion. So now we're going to activate the effect of Solar in order to pitch one of my Thunder Dragon monsters. So here I'm going to be able to get BYSTIAL Magnum Hut. And obviously if you guys have seen my combos from I guess like a year ago now, but Thunder Dragon Roar is a really good target for being banished. Just because then we can use the effect of Magnum Hut. Well, activate the effect of Thunder Dragon Roar in order to get ourselves Thunder Dragon Dark. And then use the effect of Magnum Hut here as well. So then we can use Batterman Solar. So here's where I made my first misplay. I went into access code Talker, and yeah, this card isn't able to do much. I could pop something, but I forgot that I need to like link climb into it. I just was in a weird position to link climb, so I didn't really get to do that. And instead I just went to access code Talker, and so at this point I would have to use it in order to get rid of his True Light here. So regardless, I'm still trying to play through it. Activate the effects of Access Code Talker in order to get rid of True Light. From there, just clear out his board a bit. I knew that the Tyrant Dragon wouldn't be removed, so that's fine. Then he got Jet Dragon back because the card was destroyed. We'll activate the effect of Thunder Dragon here in order to get Thunder Dragon. And now we can fusion summon because we have 3 Thunder Dragon monsters in the graveyard in order to get ourselves Thunder Dragon Titan. Which should have been the original plan for getting rid of this, just because, you know, True Light, I could have popped it using Thunder Dragon Titan. So that was totally me just, you know, forgetting on how to play this deck. But still trying to recover. And so, yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to get our Thunder Dragon here and just start clearing out the board. So yeah, we're just cleaning up the board here. And yeah, now we're in a pretty good setup. We can attack him for 3,200. Get ourselves our BYSTIAL Druisworm. Druisworm's my favorite BYSTIAL to go into just because he gives you a bit of counterplay. So from there, he's going to activate effect in order to pitch the Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'm going to activate the Druisworm effect, just banish something in order to get it out. So from here, I thought it was GG, so I just went into BYSTIAL Lebellion. And then I attacked here. Now this is what triggers the Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, or Jet Dragon, in order to get it out. And so now I was put in a weird position because I cannot attack over it. So we're going to activate the effect of Thunder Dragon Fusion here in order to get a Thunder Dragon monster. And that's where I got Thunder Dragon Hawk. And this is just so that I can get myself a Thunder Dragon monster and go straight into Colossus. And this is just setting me up so that, you know, now he's not able to search cards from the main deck. And I went to SP Little Knight here just to get rid of the Blue Eyes Jet, just because I don't want to see this anymore. And right there, something was banished. Might as well get the draw out of it. Even if it goes back into his deck, that's fine. It's manageable. Okay, and then from here, we're just going to attack. He didn't have anything else. And yeah, that was the first duel. It was pretty straightforward. Yeah, we were kind of able to play through it. Even though we made a lot of mistakes, I think I did a pretty decent job at recovering there. I'm sure I made other mistakes that I just completely missed as well. But yeah, it just shows that even if you're making some mistakes while playing this deck, you're still able to recover as the deck has a lot of leeway there. But let's go to the second duel that I have for you guys. Before I continue the video, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have a Patreon where you can help support the channel while also influencing the content I create. The link will be in the description, so make sure to check it out. Alright guys, so the second duel that I have for you is against Millenium. I thought this would be a fun little deck to kind of go against here because we don't really see it too often, but I thought it was pretty cool. So I'm going first. I'm going to activate the effect of Lebellion here in order to get my BYSTIAL Magnum Hut. Then get Branded Regained. This is great because then I can get a draw out of this card. So that's exactly what we're going to do here in order to get the BYSTIAL Lebellion back into the deck and draw a card. Obviously, I'd prefer to keep Lebellion in the grave, but this is the only option we had. And then from there, use Magnum Hunt in order to search out the Druisworm, which, as I've covered, is my favorite of the BYSTIALs. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So we have a pretty good setup. We have our Emperm, we have our Ash, and then we have 2 Crows here. Okay, so now he's going to activate the effect of Millenium Monsters, start putting him in his Spell and Trap Zone. And then from there, I'm going to try to negate one of these. I'm going to negate the Millenium Dynasty here. So from there, he's going to start special summoning them out, which is fine. Right now, he's just getting out these mainly beaters here. Activate the Field Spell in order to place 1 monster from your hand in your Spell and Trap Zone. So he's going to get his Left Arm of the Forbidden. So that's pretty cool. Get himself his Blackluster Soldier. And he's going to attack into Magnum Hunt. So far, I had to look to make sure he didn't use level 7 monster to get this out, because this becomes infinitely harder to get rid of if he does accomplish that. And so right now it's just kind of a basic monster that is pretty easy to remove. Doesn't really have much protection going for it. It's just an aggressor. And so I'm not too worried about it. So we're going to activate the effect of Thunder Dragon Dark in order to get another copy of Thunder Dragon Dark. And this will just give me a target here for a future banish. As well as accomplishing the activated effect of the Thunder Dragon monster in order to get out Colossus in a future turn. Now we're just going to attack here and just finish the game. So I just opted to just go straight for the attack instead of going into the Colossus, just because the game was there already. Very cool. The board was getting destroyed and got nuked here. But yeah, very simple, quick duel. And let's go to the third one that I have for you guys. Third and final one that I have for you guys. Okay guys, so the third and final duel that I have for you is against Purrely here. So I thought this would be a cool final one to show you guys. He's gonna go first here. We don't have much to respawn besides our BYSTIAL monsters. So he's gonna activate his Purrely card in order to search something out. My friend Purrely here. So now he's just gonna get his Purrely monster out here. Look at the top 3 and get a Purrely card. So you got his Purrleap. Then he's gonna Exceed Summon and go into a Silver Imprinted Sprite. Then search out. So here you can flip the card. If it's a spell or trap, you can get it. So that's exactly what he's gonna do. Alright, so now we're gonna activate the Branded Regained. And then just activate the effect of Bestial Rebellion. So here he's gonna try to banish it. I'd rather just negate that. Or not negate it, but just banish my make sure that I'm the one who's banishing Rebellion here, so that he's not actually able to banish it and therefore negate its effect. So I will still get my search out of it. Might as well get that value if you're able to. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I'm gonna search out my Magnum Hut. Because something was banished, might as well put the Rebellion back, and he's gonna negate it here because of zone placements. This is why you have to be careful with your zone placements, but it's fine. It's totally manageable. It just would have been nice to get that extra draw. So now we're gonna get out our Magnum Hut, activate its effect, get ourselves the Dragon Roar, and go into the Colossus here. Activate the effect of Roar in order to get Thunder Dragon Dark. That is my usual target. Whenever I go Roar, like banish or send Roar from the field to the grave, I go into a Dark here, and then Dark I can usually search out the Fusion card, just so that I can set myself up for Titan. So he's gonna nib it, so that's fine. He's gonna nuke the board, but right now you can see he's very low on resources while I can kind of play through this. I can activate my Thunder Dragon Dark as well. You activate the effect of Branded Regained in order to recycle and draw a card. Oh, well, yeah, it still gets negated, so it's fine. We're going to get ourselves a Thunder Dragon Fusion. Use the effect of Druid Worm here to get rid of that. And then use Fusion here in order to get our Thunder Dragon Titan. Now we can activate our Thunder Dragon here, so that's where he decided to leave it. I thought it was a great way of just kind of showing how I was able to dismantle his board, even with a bunch of interactions. And just, yeah, the Thunder Dragon Titan, it's a simple effect, but from there, it's just, it's very demoralizing for your opponent when you're just popping cards after one after the other. It's just a super cool card to play. I'm just going to show you guys my deck list and kind of my rationale behind it. So 2 Max C, we're still running the 2 Max C as long as we have it. 3 Ash Blossom's still very good. Batteryman Solar, so there was a period where I completely ditched this card and opted for just a build that just didn't have it, and I just came back to it. And Batteryman Solar is just very powerful, being able to pitch a Thunder Dragon monster, and not only that, but also creating tokens, feeds into your Link monsters. Just a very good monster, and that's good because that was three URs right there. And then we have 3 Thunder Dragons. So Thunder Dragon, obviously you need to have the 3 copies. It's what makes it easy to go into Thunder Dragon Titan and also feeding its effect. And then we have 3 copies of Thunder Dragon Dark. So this card is able to search itself out. And obviously we're going to use this to activate Titan's effect during our opponent's turn. That's our main way of doing that if we do want to. And then 1 copy of Thunder Dragon Hawk. Here I'm playing around with the ratios. I think I had 2 copies of Hawk the last time I covered this, and yeah, we just need the 1 copy here. It's very good. I do like the Thunder Dragon Hawk just because you can activate its effects, special summon a Thunder Dragon monster from your grave, and then from there, because you activate a Thunder Dragon monster's effect in the form of Hawk, you can use Colossus here and special summon it out. And then we have 2 copies of Thunder Dragon Roar. I love banishing this card just because it gives you the value of special summoning out. Usually going to be your Thunder Dragon Dark, which will then can search something out. And then we have 2 copies of Thunder Dragon Roar. I love using this card just because if this card is ever in my graveyard, I can banish it using a BYSTIAL monster, and then from there get something like Thunder Dragon Dark and special summon it onto the board. Usually synchro summon with it in order to get out my Chaos Angel, and then from there I have a pretty powerful setup. So here I have 1 copy of the BYSTIAL Magnum Hut. This is going to search out your other BYSTIALs. Very good. 3 copies of BYSTIAL Saranir. This is more of just adding BYSTIALs to the deck. It is nice if you want to send a BYSTIAL monster or brand the spell trap from your deck to the grave, you can do that. And obviously the main target for that is going to be BYSTIAL Rebellion, because then you can use the effect here. You can also see that we lean in a lot more on BYSTIAL. It's pretty amazing to me how well these two work together, that I don't really realize that, like, you know, we have a bunch of BYSTIALs. I just love seeing them all together. It just synergizes so well, like if they're both designed for each other here. And then we have 3 copies of BYSTIAL Druid's Worm. So BYSTIAL Druid's Worm is my favorite BYSTIAL to go into, just because this card, if it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target one special summon monster your opponent controls and send it to the graveyard. This is a target removal, but it's non-destructive, non-banished. You're just putting it in the grave, so you won't be triggering any effects. Just a very good card. 2 copies of BYSTIAL Baldrake. So this card is even more like the name, just having the BYSTIAL name here and having more effects. And it's strong. You know, if your opponent special summons a Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Exceed, and or Link monster, you can tribute one other light or dark monster, then target one of those monsters, then target one of those special summon monsters and banish it. So it has its moments, but overall, it just isn't too crazy, and I'm okay with just having 2 copies of it. So now we run 3 copies of BYSTIAL Libellion. I think the last time I showed you guys this, I had 2 copies. BYSTIAL Libellion here is just super powerful. It's able to search out the other BYSTIAL monsters and also get yourself the branded continuous spell or trap. This card just gets you a bunch of value. And now, since the last time I covered this, we also have access to 2 gold sarcophagus. Gold sarcophagus is very good in this deck, as you can just banish whatever you need in order to get the effect out of it. Just, yeah, 2 copies, just an easy addition here. 1 copy of Thunder Dragon Fusion. Thunder Dragon Fusion here, we can use up whatever materials are in our grave or banish, and then get out our, usually I like to get out my Thunder Dragon Titan. And it also is a great way of just putting Thunder Dragons back into my deck and use their effects again. And then we have 1 copy of Triple Tactic Talents. This card is very strong. You've seen that it's gotten hit in the TCG here, and yeah, you already know what it does. 1 copy of Branded Regained. This card gets a lot of value here, as you're able to special summon a BYSTIAL monster, but also get a draw out of it. It's just a good card. 2 copies of Called by the Grave. It's Called by the Grave, and it's good. It's come in handy a lot. Forbidden Droplet. There was a period where I was running a few more copies of this card. Right now I'm testing it at 1. We're gonna see how that goes. But for now, I like the 1 Forbidden Droplet. 3 copies of Impermanence. So Infinite Impermanence, just a very good generic hand trap here. And of course, the BYSTIALs are pretty much hand traps. They're all like DD Crows if you're playing against a dark or light deck, so you get a lot of flexibility with that. Before I continue the video, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have a Patreon where you can help support the channel while also influencing the content I create. The link will be in the description, so make sure to check it out. Okay, and so for the extra deck, I run 2 copies of Colossus. I previously had 1 copy. 2 copies of Colossus here is just, yeah, I don't know why I was playing with the 1 copy. We really should have just had 2 of these, just to ensure that I had that safety net in case the 1 gets removed, which happens a lot. Colossus is very annoying, and even though this deck isn't like super meta, it's just a very fun and powerful effect. And look at this, basically a floodgate that is very difficult to remove if you have Thunder monsters in your graveyard. And then we have 2 copies of Thunder Dragon Titan. Thunder Dragon Titan here is strong, but we just need the 2 copies, and yeah, it has its moments where it just clears out the board. Chaos Angel is a must for this deck, as when this card is special summoned, you can target 1 card on the field and banish it. And this card also gains effects and gives effects to other synchro monsters, but obviously the only one I run is Chaos Angel here. It just becomes very powerful. Not only on its summon is it able to do something, but it becomes residual and difficult for your opponent to remove. And then here I run the 1 copy of Wallow, Founder of the Judge Dragons. So this card, I don't know if anybody runs this. It requires 2 level 6 monsters. We have a lot of targets because of the BYSTIALs, and this card is just fun for me, at least, because I don't get it out often. But if your opponent has something in the grave, being able to take it and then from there, you know, you use its effects potentially and link it away, this card is just pretty fun. And then I run 1 copy of IP Masquerena. It's IP Masquerena. 1 copy of Cross Sheep. Cross Sheep here is good because you have a bunch of fusion monsters, which gives you the best effect, where you're able to special summon a level 4 lore monster from your graveyard. Then we have Lina and Dark, because obviously we have light and dark monsters, and these are very 2 common attributes, so being able to go into this, especially with dark, is great in order to link line. Sprite Elf here, I already had it for a previous deck, and I was surprised to see too that this card is still not banned. And yeah, it's just great. You're going to be able to get this out, and then from there, you know, also go into SP Little Knight or bring back the SP Little Knight. It's just a very powerful card. SP Little Knight is SP Little Knight, of course. Appaloosa, this is a powerful link 4 that is banned in the TCG, but it's just so good here, and being able to just get a bunch of materials on the board and then linking into this is easy and strong. Access Code Talker is a amazing boss monster here that we can go into in case we need to finish the job. And then we have 1 copy of Underworld Goddess of the closed world, where here obviously you're going to be able to take one of your opponent's monsters, and it's kind of the same reasoning as Appaloosa. If you're going to flood the monster with a bunch of boards and your opponent has something that you can't get rid of, you can use this, get rid of it, and then once per turn when your opponent activates a card or effect that special summons a monster from the graveyard, you can negate the activation. Obviously, also if this card is link summoned, you can negate the effect of obviously the monster your opponent currently controls. So this card is just able to accomplish a lot and is a very annoying monster. But yeah, this is my Thunder Dragon BYSTIAL deck profile. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the duels. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.